unfortunate the president last year, after saying 22 times before last year that he couldn't make the law up himself. He said he wasn't the emperor, he said he was the president of the United States, and he said he couldn't change the law. He decided to change the law, even though the courts have now said he can't do that. So my point is, you got to follow the law, follow the process. I completely sympathize with the situation you're all in, and others are.
So that's why you want to separate their family?
Actually, I'm talking to them.
Okay,
I appreciate the chance to actually talk to them and not just to others in the media. But my point is that, to me, that's exactly why I think we need to go forward with putting in place a logical system. The president had years to deal with this throughout the legitimate legislative process. He even had his own party in charge for the first 2 years of his campaign, or first 2 years he was in office. I want to make sure we have a system that goes forward by securing the borders, as I've said many times before, putting in place a system that enforces the laws, and then the next president of Congress can deal with these issues going forward. But right now, I'm not blocking anything the president has made this issue. I sympathize with it, but I want to make sure that going forward, we follow the law in a way that's responsible.
Okay, let me answer that. So now it's my turn. So you are one of those governors behind blocking the DAPA. You know what DAPA means, right?
I do.
Okay.
And I said that the president,
so
can't ignore the law.
So why you say you are not blocking?
I said because the President of the United States 22 times before last November said he can't do what he did. He ignored the law. That's why the courts, not me, the courts said, you're right, I don't have the authority to do that. I have the authority to make the case. The President of the United States can't make law without going through the courts.
Okay, but what's got to be happen when you guys fix the immigration system? So we are only in Wisconsin, we are like 34,000 families, you know, to qualify for DAPA. So what's got to be happen when you guys take a time to fix the immigration reform? So we got to be deported?
No, I said that going forward, we got to fix the system. It starts with securing the border. We've seen for security reasons far beyond immigration, but that's important. We've got to enforce the law, and then we go forward with a legal immigration system that puts a priority on families here in America, whether they're born here or come here from somewhere else legally. It puts a priority on American working families and their wages. Again, I completely sympathize with it, but it's one of those where, again, the president said many, many times he couldn't do exactly what we did. And no man or woman is above the law in this country. That's the beauty of America. No man or woman can do something on their own, whether the president or anybody else. They don't get the right to make the law when there's a process of going through Congress. The president had the opportunity to do it for the first 2 years when his party controlled everything. He did not do that. And so we need to go forward with a system that has the Congress as well as the president.
I know what you say, but you know, back to my answer, you know, that's not fair for us, you know. My son, his name is Luis Flores.
Do you want me to like come home and come from school and my dad get reported?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Like you mentioned Waukesha, I've got 2 nieces who go to school there as well. One who's in, both are in elementary school in Waukesha, and I appreciate kids like you and kids like them. So that's not what my point is. My point is that in America, nobody's above the law. No one person, the president can't make the law just because he says that, particularly when he said he could. And so I hope one of the things that all of us, particularly kids learn in school, is that the process is the president and the Congress have to work together.
Can you do the last thing for us? Can you drop out Wisconsin and also?
Well, again, my point is the President of the United States can't be above the law.
You can do that.
But I agree with it. I support the lawsuit because I believe the President can't be above the law. So
why are you still lacking?
What's that?
Why are you still that lacking? You know?
Well, I just said no person can be above the law, so I appreciate the situation.
So would you deport the families until the laws change?
That's not what I said.
But I'm asking, would you?
No, I've just said
so you wouldn't deport the families?
I've just said that's not what I said.
Okay.
You support DACA?
Again, I more than answered your question. We're 25 minutes late, and I've given you more than enough time to answer your questions. I gave you time to respond back to me.
Okay,
all I ask is in return you respect me a chance to talk to a few people before I have to get into next.
Okay, thanks for that. Okay, go ahead.
You support DACA?